Welcome again, guys, to Bright Brain City Grass. Today we'll be looking at a wonderful challenge which says x to the power of 4 plus 4 equals 0. And the question answers, so we are looking for the value of x in this nice challenge. So if you're new to this channel, you can do well to click on the subscription button and don't forget to hit on the notification bell so that you will get notified anytime I release videos on mathematics. So let's see how we can solve this wonderful challenge. And I believe you, at the end of the day, we are going to have 4 values for x because we are having x to the power of 4. So let's see how we can solve this. Now simply say solution. Then write down our question, which is x to the power of 4 plus 4 equals 0. This equation, I can rewrite this equation in a new form, which says x to the power of 4 plus 4 plus 4 to the power 4x to the power of 2 minus 4x to the power of 2 equals 0. Because 4x to the power of 2 minus 4x to the power of 2 is going to give us 0. So it's still going to return back to this. So if I'm rewriting this one again, I'm going to have x to the power of 4 plus 4 plus 4x to the power of 2 minus 4x to the power of 2 equals 0. Okay, seeing this equation, I want to rearrange this equation by bringing this one to this other side. So if I'm doing that, I'm going to have x to the power of 4 plus 4x to the power of 2 plus 4 minus 4x to the power of 2 equals 0. Okay, this is the new form of the equation. Okay, so what am I going to do next? So I'm going to put a bracket here to separate this one from this. Then I can rewrite the whole of this equation to be x to the power of 2 plus 2 to the power of 2 minus 4x to the power of 2 equals 0. It still remains 0 because if I expand this, it's going to give me this. Okay, having done this, I can rewrite this one again. I can rewrite the whole of this equation to be x to the power of 2 plus 2 to the power of 2 minus 2x open bracket close bracket to the power of 2 equals 0. Because if I put in this, it's going to give me 4, then put in this, is going to give me s to the power of 2. So the equation still remains the same. Having done the whole of this, we are going to say, let's take a to b. This is a, we are having a here. A equals x to the power of 2 plus 2, and b equal 2x. So in the place of a, I'm putting x to the power of 2 plus 2, and in place of b, so in place of 2x, I'm putting b. So I'm going to have this to be a to the power of 2 minus b to the power of 2 equal 0. So if I simply have this, I'm going to apply the difference of 2 squared. Which says a plus b, a minus b equal 0. So this is exactly what I'm trying to say, apply the difference of 2 squared. Because if I'm breaking brackets, I'm going to return back to this. I will know our a to be s to the power of 2 plus 2, and our b to be 2x. Right? So we are going to plug in the value of a back and the value of b back. So doing that, okay, so we later arrive at this a plus b multiply with a minus b equals 0. Then we say our a is equal to s to the power of 2 plus 2, and our b equals to 2x. So we are going to put in the value of a back and in the value of b back. So doing that, I'm going to add x to the power of 2 plus 2 plus 2x. Then in place of this, I'm going to put, what's my a? X to the power of what? 2 plus 2 minus what? Minus 2x equal 0. So since I'm having this, I can equate only this one to be equal to 0, and I can equate this one to be 0. So I'm going to say x to the power of 2, x to the power of 2 plus 2 plus 2x equals 0. I can call this one 1. Then I can say x to the power of 2 plus 2 minus 2x equal 0. Then I can call this one 2. Calling this one 2. Okay, let's work with equation 1 first. Seeing this, x to the power of 2 plus 2x equals 0 is in the form of quadratic equation, and I can write this again to be x to the power of what? 2 plus 2x plus what? Plus 2 equals 0. So having this, what am I going to apply? in order to solve this, so I'm going to apply the formula method, which says x is equals to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Okay, so I will know our a, our b, and our c. Our a here actually, a is equals to 1, our b equals 2, and our c equal 2, because we are looking at the coefficient of x to the power of 2, and the coefficient of x. Coefficient of s is 2, and the coefficient of s to the power of 2 is 1. And this is your c. Okay, plugging in everything, we can have our x to be equals to minus 2 plus or minus the root. I know the square root, sorry. I know 2 to the power of 2 is 4, so we are putting 4 minus 4 times 1 is going to give us 4 times 2 is going to give us 8. We're having 8 here, all over 2 times what? Times 1. 2 times 1, which will remain the same as what? As 2. So this is our new form of x. Having this new form of x, we can write this again to be x equal minus 2 plus or minus root of 4 minus 8 is going to give us minus 4 all over what? All over 2. Then we are going to apply a principle from complex number, which says, before we go there, we are having a negative sign here, so we can write the whole of this to equals to minus 2 plus or minus root of 4 multiply with root of what? Negative 1 all over what? All over 2. Right? Okay. And there's a principle from complex number which says root of negative 1 is equals to your I. So in the place of root of negative 1, we are going to put I there. And the root of 4 is going to give us what? 2. So we are having, which is, so x equals to minus 2 plus or minus 2i all over what? All over 2. If we want to break down this again, you know 2 is common actually. So if 2 is common, so our x is equals to what? Minus 1 plus or minus what? I. So we are seeing that we are having plus or minus. In other words, the answer will be of 2 forms. So our x is equal to minus 1 plus I, we can call this one x1, then x2 is equals to minus 1 minus what? I. So these are the first and second value for x. So let's solve the third and fourth value for x, because I said x to the power of 4, meaning that we are going to add 4 value for x. So these are the first and the second value. So let's add the third and fourth value of x. Okay, seeing the second equation, which is x to the power of 2 plus 2 minus 2x equals to 0. Then the next step we can do again, we can rearrange this to be x to the power of 2 minus 2x plus 2 equals 0. As you can see this, we are also having a quadratic equation, and we are still going to apply the same method. The method we use at the first stage, this is what is that is the same method we are going to use at the second stage. So if we should apply the second method, which is the method we use at the first stage, using the formula method in quadratic equation, which says x is equals to minus b plus or minus the root of what? B squared minus 4ac all over what? 2a. Okay, I will know our a. Our a is equals to what? 1. Our b is equals to minus 2, and our c is equals to 2. Because the coefficient of x to the power of 2 is 1, and the coefficient of x is minus 2, and this is our c. Okay, having done this, so we are going to plug in the value into this formula. So we are going to have x is equals to, what is your b? We are having minus 2 plus or minus the root, square root, sorry, and the power of minus 2 to the power of 2 is going to give us 4, minus 4 times 1 is going to give us 4, and 4 times 2 is going to give us 8. All over 2 times what? Times 1, which also equals to, rewriting this and this will go off. So we are having 2 plus or minus the root of what? 4 minus 8 is going to give us minus 4 all over what? All over 2. Okay, having done this, so our x is equals to what? is equals to 2 plus or minus. So I said the earlier time that we can write this to be root of 4 times root of what? Minus 1 all over what? All over 2. And we said our root of what? Minus 1 is equals to what? Is equals to I, which is also equals to 2 plus or minus, and the root of 4 is 2. Multiply with your what? With your I all over 2. All over what? All over 2. And I said 2 is common. 2 is actually common. So our new equation is going to give us what? 1 plus what? Plus I, plus or minus I, right? Then your x is equals to 1 plus or minus what? I. And I said since we're having plus or minus, in other words, there's a 2 value here. So we can say x3 is equals to 1 plus I. x4 is equals to 1 minus I. So this is the third and the fourth value for x. Like I said, the first value for x is x1 equal to minus 1 plus I. Second value equals to minus 1 minus I. Third value equals to 1 plus I. And fourth value 1 minus I. So these are the answers for x. In this video, once again, you can click on the subscription button and hit up the notification bell so that you get notified anytime I release videos on maths. And by the time you are done hitting the subscription button and the notification bell, you can drop that on the comment section below saying I have subscribed and I have hit on the notification bell. God will love you for that. Jesus loves you and God bless you. Thank you. Before I go, remember our x1 is equals to minus 1 plus I, x2 is equals to minus 1 minus I, and our s3 is equals to 1 plus I, and x4 is equals to 1 minus I. So if you have any challenge during the process of solving it, or you spot out any error, you can drop that on the comment section below. Also, we are ready to reply you of your comment. Thank you once again, and Jesus loves you.